team's got the plan in hand. Laura's cool like desert sand, but Rory's quick to make a stand. Together we're an epic band. Mission impossible, but we're on the way. Dodging every trap they lay. With Ethan, Laura, Rory by my side. This team's got nowhere to hide.
Good morning, guys, it's Lydia, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, me and my family will be traveling to San Francisco for the whole day. Now, it's just me, my dad, and my sister, so you better come along with us. Let's go. Alright, you guys, so as you can see, we are currently on the road now. And we have about 2 hours till we get to San Francisco. But as you can see, we are in Sacramento, leaving Roseville. And honestly, I know this trip is going to be awesome because I love San Francisco and it's spring break and I deserve an awesome trip to film for you guys out there on YouTube. Make sure you guys continue watching. And as you can see now, we are currently in Vacaville. And yes, it's a lot of trees, but it's honestly really, really pretty. Because this was actually 9 o'clock in the morning. And I was up till like 6:30 because my sister woke me up because she was so excited for the trip. So yeah, I'm a bit exhausted, if you can tell by my speaking, so don't mind that. But yeah, we are in Dixon, and now, because we just currently got out of Vacaville so quickly in that clip. And it's so pretty at 9 a.m. Oh, what a beautiful day in Dixon. And if you guys have not been to Dixon, trust me, it's really, really pretty there. It's just that it feels like the Old West for some reason, and I don't know why. Anyways, this is the route that we took, and we actually had to take a rest break, so this was actually the clip I took before we got there. And I believe it's also this clip as well. And then we currently got into a traffic jam along this route until it started moving smoothly again. So I'm really happy for that. And this is us making a little turn. And this is us actually entering Vallejo, California. And bro, it is so pretty because Vallejo is literally awesome because you get to see the view of Six Flags as you're driving past it on your route to San Francisco or the San Francisco International Airport, or SOF. But yeah, this is all of us driving down the road, and then over the wall, it was actually kind of a view of the ocean. And then there is the Golden Gate Bridge right there and the beautiful ocean water. I did not mean to zoom in that bad. But yeah, it is so pretty in San Francisco. And I was so happy that we were. And this was us getting ready to go over the Bay Bridge. And I was really excited because the Bay Bridge is so pretty, but not as good as the Golden Gate Bridge, which I will show you guys at the end. Oh, look at how pretty the sky is. And this was around 10 o'clock at this time that I took this video, so it was getting pretty busy with traffic, but surprisingly, we were still able to make it to San Francisco safely at Pier 39. Ooh, that's pretty. And I love that I got video of all these tall buildings, because even though we weren't staying at the Hilton Hotel, because this is actually a day trip that we took, so we actually weren't spending the night. We went there for the day. I still wanted to get video to show you guys my experience going down to the Bay Area for a wonderful spring break road trip. But yeah, I can see the Bay Bridge and the Golden Gate Bridge and the beautiful San Francisco city. And then this was us getting past the tolls, and we are now on the Golden Gate Bridge. As you can see, as we are approaching it. And then you can see the beautiful ocean view again. That is so pretty. And I love all the awesome boats that are out there. And then, as you saw, we kept driving until we were officially at the top of the Golden Gate Bridge. Wow, it's pretty. And then you can kind of see a little bit more of the Golden Gate Bridge and Alcatraz. And I've actually never been to Alcatraz. Have any of you been to Alcatraz? If so, let me know in the comments and what it was like, because I've actually never been there. And then, as you can see, we are going through the tunnel, going over the Bay Bridge. And surprisingly, traffic wasn't as bad as I thought. But it was still chaotic getting home, though, which I'm sure you guys will probably see at the end. Even though I didn't really record that much heading home, I mostly recorded along the route that it took for us to get to my destination that I live in, to San Francisco. Then there's a big ferry, or not a ferry, there's a big ferry I saw out in the sea, and then there's a big cruise ship, Alcatraz. And then you can see that we are entering the city, and that you can get a little bit of a better view as we gotten closer and closer. Honestly, I really want to go on that cruise ship, but trust me, it was pretty busy because there were over like 10,000 people on it. Anyways, this is us arriving in San Francisco, even though we pretty much were when we were on the Bay Bridge, and I said that, but we are at our official destination, which is Pier 39, and it was time to park the car for a couple hours so we could go and have some fun. And here we are entering the parking garage. And I had no idea what this guy was doing. We decided to go on that guy. And then we wanted to go up to the top floor, which was level 5, because we love getting a beautiful view of the city and the pier itself. But unfortunately, we could not go up to the very top because since we got here around 10:50-ish, so a little before 11, it was not busy like at all. If you can see, there are not a lot of cars in here on the second floor or the third level. So we actually were able to park on the third level, so that way we had, you know, a little bit of time, so that way we could find an easy parking spot. But sadly, we couldn't park at the top, and I really wanted to, because then next thing you know, we could get a good view. But it's for when it gets like really busy, then people would have to park at the top. So yeah, I felt bad. Anyways, here we are heading to Pier 39 for like 3 hours. And
oh yeah, I
this
can
is so
see them
pretty
from
because
here.
there was like literally
of
no
them.
one here. Look at that view. You can see Alcatraz, there are boats, and you can see that there's like no one here. So I have a tip for you all, that if you're ever traveling to San Francisco to Pier 39, always leave your house around 8 a.m. so that way you get there around 10 o'clock-ish, because it takes about 2 hours from where I live to get there. Anyways, here's a beautiful view of the ocean and Alcatraz and the Golden Gate Bridge. And then here are the sea lions. And it turns out half of the side there were sea lions, and then next thing you know, there were seagulls on the other side. Like, it's like they are all sharing equal sides. And what's cool is that there were actually some sea lions in the water. And don't mind what I'm doing, it's everybody hit it with me, hit the sea lion. Arr, 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 arr. Anyways, when we got done with that, we decided to head to Bubba Gump's for lunch. And Bubba Gump is actually my favorite restaurant in San Francisco. Like, I love it at Pier 39. And I ordered this yummy shrimp scampi with garlic bread. And I got a souvenir cup. And then I went into the bathroom and I took a picture of myself. And then after we were done with lunch, we dropped off the food in the car, in the parking garage. And then me, my dad, and my sister got on the Ferris wheel. We've actually never been on the Ferris wheel before, and it actually was really, really fun because, you know, I'm someone who actually loved it. And we got a beautiful view of the city, and as again, we got a beautiful view of the Golden Gate Bridge.
Chocolate Factory.
I swear to gosh, the Golden Gate Bridge is definitely something that really marks San Francisco's territory, because it's just so pretty, and it also shows that you are in San Francisco, which is the main point of it. And yeah, this is the inside. And you can see the outside, which are more boats, and the pier again.
Stella, do you like it? Dad, do you like it?
And as we were going down, we remembered that it was our actually last time going, so we actually had one more time to go around on the top one more time, and then we had to get off. But I'm gonna say that it was worth the money. It was like $19 for adults and then $13 for kids ages 3 to 12.
It's fair that we're going up again because they're probably going to let other people on the gondolas and let people off.
this is a picture I took, and I don't know why my face was like that. Anyways, we actually decided to take a walk, or what I would consider a hike, to walk along the Golden Gate Bridge. And this is a beautiful view of the ocean. It reminds me of Fort Bragg, because I've been to Fort Bragg a lot, and it's really pretty like Fort Bragg. And as you can see, we are walking over the Golden Gate Bridge. It's very pretty. I love that there's a nice view of it. And I can still see the city from there. And I can see the Bay Bridge. And I saw Baker Beach. And yes, it was sunny. Anyways, I'm back in the car, and it was actually time for us to start heading home. So we went past the C&H Sugar Factory. It felt nice seeing it, even though there's not really a point I would have to go to it, even though I would just go there just to get sugar. Anyways, it was time for us to start heading home. It took about 3 hours, or 3.5 hours, to get home, because my dad has an electric car and we had to charge once. So it took a lot longer than I thought. And then we got back to Roseville. Beautiful sunset, and this was around 6:15 p.m. And this is us driving past Foothills Boulevard. And it was so sunny and bumpy on the ride home that you might see that the frame looks a little wobbly. And then this is us passing Denio's Farmers Market. That's actually not too far from my house. But yeah, it's really nice, but I don't go there that often, because honestly, I'd rather do other fun things than just go to Denio's. But my mom likes it because they have fresh produce and they have really good food there, like hot dogs and burgers and like breakfast burritos. And then there is the railroad station that's by my house. And I'm actually pretty happy that there's a train station near my house, but it's also annoying because it makes so much noise at night that sometimes I can never get enough sleep, but I have my own ways, y'all. Anyways, that is all the talking I've had to say, because the outro will give you guys more info. And I am home! Alright, you guys, so I am in my room right now. I just got home from San Francisco. That was a long trip. That was 10 hours long, because if I could count all the times I was out till 8:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. So, yes, I am exhausted. But that was a good San Francisco trip, and I will definitely want to go back to the Bay Area because it is so beautiful. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope this shows you guys about why San Francisco is a good tourist city to visit, and it's awesome. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Adios, amigos.